Hello sports fans, Ribbo here for Caravel Gaming. Now, as I record this, it's about 2.5 hours before the fourth wing of Next Remis opens. So this will be my last arena run with the third wing before, you know, like the Zombie Chow and Dark Cultist, you know, the Priest Minion specific card, before they unlock. I've actually got two Rogue dailies here worth like 60 each, so I think if I get offered Rogue, I'll just take it for that reason and see whether I can get 5 wins. I mean, if not, we'll see. We'll see what other class we can pick to complete one of these quests. Because I've got 3 of them now, so needs to be done, right? Okay, so we've got Hunter, Warrior, Druid. Have any of those in there? We got a Warrior, we got a Druid. No Hunter. So, with that in mind, back to my old favourite.
I must protect the wild.
Play some Druid. The two bad giants, neither of which being Sea Giant, which is the awesome giant. Big Game Hunter's pretty cool. I mean, I've been stuck with a Molten Giant in my hand a few times, but we could give it Taunt. Might make it playable. Let's go with a Big Game Hunter. I think this is close. I mean, you know, they're okay, but I just like the versatility of Big Game Hunter really here. 1 Innovate, decent, risky. Or maybe we go with a Silent. I mean, I've never been a huge Innovate fan. You know, I mean, I've seen other people crush me with it, but never seems to work out that way for me. Berserker's very good here. I definitely think we can get the 2 drops. So what's likely something like 3rd Wild Growth or something? Abusive Sergeant's not great. We don't want to be too cheap of a deck, so we'll just take the Gnomish there. Yep, Wrath's cool. We like Wrath. Certainly when compared to those two. I think 1 Ironbark's absolutely fine. 2 might be cutting it a bit on the greedy side, but I like picking 1 up. I think 1's pretty cool. Well, Healing Touch is crap. Stone Stin, Gargoyles, pretty poor as well, to be honest. So we are getting an Abusive Sergeant after all. No swipes, no Druids of the Claw yet. Hopefully that'll change. I think this has got to be Rocketeer. Not particularly enamoured with either of these. Swampoo's very nice. There's a Spellbreaker. At the same time, alas, I like them both, but I think we go with the Swampoos. Cool. This I do like. Normally I'd snap pick the Argent Commander, but the fact that swipe is ridiculous in Druids, and I've got these Wraths as well, means I'm going to take the Azor Drake here. But I don't mind anyone who, you know, picks up the Argent Commander there. They're both super solid. Yeah, we're going to pass the second Ironbark Protector, just make sure we get these 3 drops all sorted out here. Bit rubbish here. We've got an Abusive Sergeant, so we could go with the Squire, but not really impressed with any of these. Well, Spiteful Smith is an awesome body. Given how fast this deck is, we could go with the Poison Seeds, and Gnomish Inventor's probably also okay, given the Abusive Sergeant. I mean, we should be picking up some more 5-drops, right? Especially with the Druids of the Claws and Fen Creepers and things like that. But we should also be getting a lot more 4-drops. Let's go with the Spiteful Smith. Let's see where it gets us. I love Earth and Ring Farseer, but unfortunately there's a Dark Iron Dwarf on offer. So we gotta pick that one up, haven't we? Oh, another Swampoos. Awesome. Two bad cards and a Shattered Sun Cleric. I wonder what I'll pick here. So, I think all of the cards have their own little bit of merit here. Bit of fat with the War Golem certainly would be nice. The Scarlet Crusader certainly fits into the curve nicely and interacts well with the Abusive Sergeant and the Dark Iron Dwarf. So yeah, we'll pick that one up. Yep, Boulder Fist. We like Boulder Fist. He's big, he's fat, he does the job. This is a tough one because I like all of these cards. I want them all, is the correct answer. But we're going to pick up the Wrath. I'm pretty sad about passing up the other two. Yay! Happy days. Looking like being a Nixia here. Leroy's just like Leroy. Leroy Jenkins. Troll Dormu. Yeah. I mean, is my deck fast enough to consider Leroy here? Possible. I don't like giving my opponent whelps though. More whelps. So we'll stick with the Nixia. We'll see how this goes. I guess a third Wrath. Let's start picking up the fatties, such as Chillwind Jetty. So no swipes, no Druids as a claw yet. What's going on here? Where are they? Archmage. Where's my fat? This is weak sauce, but it's best of a bunch of bad cards, right? I mean, we could argue the Rifleman's better, because at least we can pump it with a Dark Iron Dwarf to make it not so crap. But yeah, this is some pretty poor stuff. We've not got the best two Druid cards here. Not even got a Starfall in the rare slot. Direwolf Alpha? I guess so. I think this might be another Ironbark, because I kind of need the late game. I've got a lot of 2 and 3 drops to kind of run out of gas a bit here. Hey, Druid of the Claw, they do exist. I'm amazed that they exist. And a few more dodgy picks here. Couple of cheap guys. Could we really go with the Leponome? I mean, we can buff it with the Abusive Sergeant or the Direwolf. I'm not convinced. Tiger or Fen Creeper? I think we have to go with the Fen Creeper here. It's like the Druid of the Claw's like stunted growth brother, you know, because this guy's 4/6 for 5 and this guy's only a 3/6 for 5. I think we go with the auction here, given we've got 3 Wraths. Well, that is all we've got, is 3 Wraths. I'm not sure we need another 2-drop. That's all my thoughts on the matter here. 2, 3. Now, we've only really got 3 drops guaranteed turn 2, so maybe the Knife Juggler's acceptable. I don't think I'm going to do great with this due to no swipes. But we'll see where it goes. Hopefully it'll get us to 5 wins. I think anything past 6 I'll consider a bonus. A big bonus. And if I just get 3, well, that wouldn't surprise me either, to be honest. As there's nothing in it which really says, you know, I'm going to crush you. And they've got a few expensive cards in the deck.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
We don't really want that Iron Bark protected just yet, but there is another one in there that might come back to haunt us. So there you go, a couple of pretty weak cards against Mage, because obviously they can ping the 1-1. Oh, we got a dude. It's a pretty good draw actually, given I've got this Dark Iron Dwarf? Dire Wolf Alpha. Where did Dark Iron Dwarf come from?
I fight.
My opponent has to spend a few turns like shooting my guys while I beat him up really here.
Don't mess with Tusk.
I fight.
And just going to keep on beating up, and if he's got a cone of cold, he's got a cone of cold. Usually a mage would mulligan a cone of cold in their opening hand, so I generally feel they've only had like a few turns to pick it up really. But we could certainly bash one of the 1-1s and then Wrath, 1 point Wrath the other one. Or we could just do a regular Wrath to get rid of that big boy over there.
Suck steel, swine.
Yeah, I like this. I think this is best choice really. Still haven't used the coin.
I wonder.
Squire, attend me. Ready, sir.
So he's better to do this because he's got a fatter backside.
Vigor, bend to my command. Suck steel, swine.
You know, the drawing a card isn't that important here. Pretty weak card, Icelands. Chillwind Jetty.
Are you ready for this?
Certainly got plenty of cards coming up here. But this 4/7 is just like another card he has to kill, because he can't play guys and then not kill it, because a swipe just rips him apart.
What to do? What to do?
I'm not ready.
Okay. Thanks for not killing it then, I guess. Ooh, let's not do that. Bit of a misclick there.
Don't blink.
Now, we could play the big guy, but it risks being flame striked. Yeah, you know what, he's fine. Because he's still got to finish off the 4/6 as well, so he has to run his 4/4 into it.
Someone called me.
Pretty nice.
For the wild.
So I'm still left with 2 guys, even if he flame strikes here. All because he didn't want to kill my spell power.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Pretty cool draw.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Now if I do that, I mean he can just ping it anyway. Yeah, I can't stop the pyro next turn.
Pass me that Arclight banner.
Yes we can. Yes we can. So the play here is to run the 4/6 into the 5/2. So if he's got like a pyro in his hand, he can only hit me for 8 this turn. He can't ping this and
For no one.
then clean that up afterwards.
For the wild.
And if he's got a flame strike, well, you know, he just wins. We can't play around that in any way anyway. Like, his 8/8 just crushes us. And I think he would have played Flame Strike earlier in this game if he had one. So I'm not going to play around that card. And if that's an ice block, then, you know, he could just bluff me and hit me here. No, he has to do that as much as he hates it. But we pretty much got this unless we bone it somehow. So I think we just trade off all the guys here, right? I mean, if it's a duplicate, we have to give him the 3/6. That's my only fear. We certainly can't give him double Molten Giant, right? So, like, that trades off there, these two into this. And, I guess make some... Now that hits me for 5 as well. Okay, well, I guess we have to go with the big game. So it is a mirror image.
I've got the beast in my sights.
So these two guys on the 3/6.
Give me a minute.
Forward.
Yeah, that would have been a fun turn if it was a duplicate and then he puts down 2 Molten Giants the next turn. And then maybe draws a Defender of Argus. Gives them both taunt. Nice top deck, sir. You're not the only one who can do that.
Gotcha. For the wild.
Yeah, so this has got to be an amazing card from him. Like, this has got to be just the most astounding card you've ever seen come off the top of the deck in Arena. It has to be a Deathwing. And nothing else, and,
My thanks to you.
and it is not that impressive. Yay! One down, 4 to go. I've got 2 hours to get these 4 wins before the next daily pops up. So if I don't get to 5 wins, I'll probably have to build some janky Druid deck and just try and get some wins in play mode.
I must protect the wild. Nature will rise against you.
1 drop, 2 drop, coin 4 drop, play regular 4 drop. I think I just keep the entire hand, right? He might be a little bit worried I've kept all of the cards. He's like, ruh-roh! Oh, he's kept 1. Bin 2.
The light protects me.
Protected by the light. And we got the wolf as well. We got the wolf for beating up those 3/2s. Oh yeah.
Mind if I roll need?
Not the most auspicious start you've ever seen. Three, 2 or 2-3.
It's time for a little blood.
I fight.
I think a 2-3 because we can turn it into a 3-3, which is what my opponent's likely to play this turn. Oh, okay. He's just going to play something big, so maybe I should have played the 3-2, right? Oh no, okay. He's gone and nourished. That's quite a good play. He's going to have 6 mana when I have like a 3.
Who you want me kill?
But, you know, I did that, get some guys out on the board. I've got this Dark Iron Dwarf, so even if he makes something with 6 toughness, I can still take it out with the Dark Iron Dwarf. But, you know, if he doesn't sort of kill me over the next, like, 3 or so turns, the fact that he's used the Innovate and the Nourish to, like, improve his mana, that'll bite him as he'll just run out of cards. How lucky!
For the wild.
Who you want me kill?
Please, no swipe, no starfall. I'll be your best friend if you don't have a swipe. Well, he would have played it by now, right, if he had one? I mean, so obviously the best play. Doesn't even need thinking about. So this is going to hurt him quite considerably here. He might not appreciate this one.
Who you want me kill? You call that a weapon?
Oops, that was a mistake. Never mind.
That one already attacked.
Is he not? Oh, yeah. Ignore me. I'm playing bad. I don't know why I just did that. I'm in a whole other world. Yeah, that was quite frankly one of the worst things I've ever done. Yeah, I was thinking that was a Worgen, and gets to attack again. How bizarre. But yeah, no, him and Raging's still pretty cool actually. Like. Nori? Oh, really? You're playing that as well? You're gonna... I mean, that has to be naturalized, right? Still, lucky top deck, just to forgive all my bad plays, right?
You must cleanse the Sunwell.
Yeah, I was going Worgen Infiltrator. You know the one, the 3-3. The good Worgen. And that guy mixed up. Actually, I forgot though. I've got 3 wraths, so I can ping it myself to enrage it as well. And I have no idea why I enraged the owl. My original thought was, I'll make the owl 4 power, knock it out of the way, and I was like, hold it. I can enrage this guy first, and then just missed out on points of damage everywhere. It's quite embarrassing, really.
I must
Keep? I mean, you know, silence one of his totems is okay, and obviously Yeti's absolutely fine.
The light protects him.
And if he makes a 3-2, we can just hero ability to knock it out.
for the wild.
Harvest Golem. Oh, something to silence. Nice use of your coin there. Coins out of 1-3. Let's see what amazing play he's got planned for his egg. He's going to lightning bolt it. Is that what you wanted? He's not sure, is he? He's like, doesn't quite know what he wants. I feel we just take this out and just beat him up for 4, really. And just improve the board position a bit more. You know, the 4-4 and the 4-5, they're both fairly strong against like lightning storm, so it'd have to be some nice top decking from him there. I feel we can punch through anything that gets in the way here with these 2 wraths. Especially with the Archmage giving some extra spell power. Double line. Ooh, he's finally picked up his Flame Tongue totem. He's so sneaky. So Barker, then Onyxia, right? I mean, we've not seen a Hex yet. It's another one! I mean, you can definitely kill it, but what's he going to have on the board afterwards to show for it?
What to do?
Fear the big guy.
There is little time.
Well, that's a result for me anyway. Seems I'm not the only one with them. I'm not quite sure why that took him 2 hours to play it though, however. It's like, okay, you're gonna explain why it took you 2 hours to kill my guy and be left with a 5/5 with Wind Fury? Let me guess, Lightning Storm? Is that all you have? A bunch of silences in your hand? Can't be, right? Well, at least we know there's no Lightning Storm, as he obviously would have played that first. This explains a lot about his hand. I noticed he didn't actually bother with the totem before doing his stuff. Ooh, how lucky! Just what we wanted.
You shall pay for your insolence!
For the wild.
Are you ready for this?
So let's go with that and let's see whether he can do me 5 points of damage this turn.
Feel the power.
Yep, that does it. Nothing much we can do about that. I've got a feeling you just drew it off the top of the deck, right? So yeah, double Flame Strike Totem got him all the way in the end. Pretty certain we couldn't have done anything different there.
Malfurion versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Nature will rise against you.
Not even sure particularly want the Dire Wolf as a sort of a 2-drop. This is quite a bad one. Help! Yay! Help arrives in the form of a knife juggler. Sure. I guess we just silence it, right? You can see him wanting to hero up here, just to take my 2-1 out. Well, he also wants to play a 3-2. But we know he has 2 drops in his hand. He got there eventually. He was like, oh yeah. Shouts on the cleric. What have you got? What do you have for me? This guy seems to be struggling at working out what to do. I love the way all the cards keep moving up and down in his hand as he looks at all the different stuff. I wouldn't have wasted a Wrath there. I think I might just have heroed there and beaten it up. It's like Wrath seems to be too good to waste.
Put this apple on your head.
For the wild.
Like, why would I use that Wrath there when it's going to do so much more later on? Okay, because here you can hero and do a 1-point Wrath to take it out if you want to keep your guy alive for whatever reason. Well, you don't get that option if you just use the Wrath to kill something, you know, fairly trivial that maybe you should have just pinged and took out with your creeper. Well, yes, this might be a long video at this rate if this guy keeps on spending the whole 1.5 on his turn. Okay, we got there eventually.
Time waits for no one.
Hey, catch!
So, we think he's going to play that card that he's been looking at for quite some time here, but he's not quite sure, is he? He really wants to play it, because it's a good card. But he just needs that little bit more. Oh, there we go, here's another Wrath. Not really a whole bunch of great plays here.
I've got a huge gun.
At least we have a couple of fatties for the next few turns, right? See how far our fatties can take us.
You gotta be kidding me!
Well, we could take it out with the direwolf, but I'm tempted to just make more fatties and beat him up, really. Look at that, like 1 mana short of doing everything we want to do.
What to do?
Time waits for no one.
I mean, if we make the Boulder Fist, he's just going to run his guy into it. Yeah. Not fantastic choices, are they?
I fight.
Well, maybe that's okay. Maybe just trading off there is, like, fine. All depends on whether he has a swipe. Next turn's a lot easier because we've got 8 mana and that lets us do 2 things on the turn.
Where shall I start?
Meh. Make an 8/8 with taunt. Not really anything else we can do there. So we can put the Direwolf here, do 2 to that, wrath it, put 5, hero ability, 6, hit him for 9. Or play the Archmage. Wrath it for 4. And here, and
What to do?
yeah, no, can't do that. Okay, yeah, has to be pretty much that one.
I fight.
For the wild.
Bash. Please don't have a swipe. I've done well at avoiding druids with swipes so far. My luck's got to run out at some point.
What to do?
And like the tension's made just like all the more worse by the fact he's taking a long time over everything. Which either suggests he has a million different things he can do, or there's nothing he can do, and he's just desperately looking for one thing.
What to do?
Maybe he's worried about being dead next turn.
Time waits for no one.
Savage Roy it is. Might as well hit something, right? Can't really play the Gnomish here. I need something 4 mana or less. Yeah, maybe I can, because there's Dark-Eyed Dwarf and stuff like that. How lucky! Just what I was thinking of.
You call that a
I fight.
For the wild.
I was worried that, you know, if I played the Gnomish, and I didn't, if I drew something more expensive than 4 mana, I'd have to hero ability and take out the 3/5, and I wouldn't be able to play either of these two or the card I drew. But then I was like, no, a fair chunk of my deck's like 2 and 3 and 4 mana, so it shouldn't be too bad. There's only like an Ixia and the other 8/8 tree that I was desperately trying to avoid. You drawn your swipe? Of course you have. But that's fine, I think it's a few turns too late for him, really.
Your magic shall not save.
Are you ready for this?
Hey, give me a minute.
For the wild.
Let's see if our big game hunter can hit something this turn. Be pretty sick if he draws his Iron Roots Tree Folk.
What to do?
Yeah, he has to do that. Assuming he doesn't have anything special in his hand. He also has oozes.
For the wilds.
I am the blade of the gods.
Don't blink.
So yeah, this big game hunter's obviously going to stay in my hand. Not terrible. Desperately look for something, but I only got 5 mana to do it. I feel he's going to come up a little short here. Yeah, five mana is not enough to get out of this situation. I wonder if I'm dead. Oh. He's trying hard. Ooh. Holding on for dear life, isn't he? Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, we'll attack first and then Whelps! Left side. Deal with it. He's like, damn it, whelps! I've just used my swipe.
What to do?
What to do? Hit the concede button. That's what you need to do. Unless he goes does the Savage Roar combo and kills me, right? That would do 4, 8, 12, 17, 19, wouldn't it? Yeah. Because he'd have like 3 4-2s, that'd be 12. This guy'd do 5, 17, and the hero ability 18, 19. And yeah, so he'd still be a point short. It's like, that would be harsh, wouldn't it, doing 19 damage? Yep, but he's just gonna time it down and then concede. So, for his insolence, I'll kill him with whelps. He obviously decided to go and, you know, walk away from his computer and cry in the corners of the room. Because he just never quite got into that. You know, he had good cards and did some nice things, but just couldn't quite claw his way back into the game. You know, it is so rough going second. But yeah, that game lasted about 10 minutes longer than it should have. I had one turn where I had to think about what to do. Okay, I have some oozes.
Victory or death! I must protect the wild.
There's one of them. There's another one of them. And there's the Ironbark Protector. He's going, hey guys, gonna hang out with you for a bit. Go away, Ironbark Protector. We don't like your kind round here. And he's like, aww. Tempted to Knife Juggler and then Divine Shield afterwards. To shoot something. Pew pew! But we'll do it this way around. We'll save the coin. That might mean he does have a fiery war axe. You know, sometimes they don't want to give away the fact that they've got a war axe. So, you know, because they want you to put out a good minion instead of a crap minion. So they can kill it. I mean, we could put an ooze out and hope to shoot the 2-3. But I think we just run it in here.
For the wild.
Fight.
And just like coin out the Azor Drake or something like that. Because, I mean, he must have weapons, right? He absolutely must have weapons in his deck.
For the crusade!
I smell blood.
Well, I was going to do other things, but, now he's kind of done that.
I fight.
For the wild.
I could have played an ooze, but eh. I think coin turn 7 into a protector and play another protector turn 8.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Okay, you've hit me for 6. Very nice.
I fight.
Maybe he doesn't have any weapons, maybe they just don't exist in his world. Yeah, he's just going to the face. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Helps me out considerably there, I think. I mean, I'm tempted just to hero up, kill that, and play one ooze. Could even just make a 4/7.
I am the blade of the gods.
So many cards in my hand, though. Let's see how many executes he's got, right?
For the wild. Can't do it.
So I wanted to get rid of his guys to make him executing my Ironbarks harder. Meh. Show us your big game, Hunter. It's fine, I've got another one. That's largely irrelevant, given I'm going to attack into yours with it.
The Lore!
I could have run the 5-2 into that and got myself another whelp, if I so chose. I assume he's just going to come at me here, so we just play like the protector, run a couple of. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I'm on 15. Surely you just come for me. Yeah. So I just play an ooze and a protector. So that's it.
Marks the spot.
You do have other things you can do.
You shall pay for your
So that turn went well. Fat guys are us. Yay! Didn't hit my ooze. Are you just dead here? Oh, a couple of points short. Oh no, there we go.
You call that a
Yay! Beats for you. I didn't do a whole lot, but he did even less. My swamp oozes were there going, is this guy a warrior? Does he play weapons? One turned up eventually, and you know, news came out. Went finally. Well, he didn't go finally. He more sort of went nom nom nom. Delicious steel. Sorry, delicious Arcanite, because it's an Arcanite Reaper, therefore it must be made of Arcanite.
Fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Oh, well, Scarlet Crusaders aren't the best against Paladins, but, you know, Wrath's decent, and Shattered Sun Cleric's cool. And my hero ability's fine as well, so... Interesting thing to coin out there. It says to me that maybe he's got the protector, I guess. I think we just... Yeah, I think we definitely have to burn it.
X marks the spot. For the crusade!
Got your own little bubble, then? Shock. Yeah, alright. Work that one out. That's a pretty good draw.
Join or die.
Because 2-4 is bigger than 2-2, right? Now it's smaller. But that's fine. That's fine. Let's see how many more bubbles he's got, right? Yeah, that's probably the play. Yeah, I think that's definitely the play.
We must cleanse the Stunwell.
This way, if he's got another Argent Protector, I don't get completely boned. Whereas if I make, like,
We must
a
cleanse
Chillwind
the
Yeti,
Stunwell.
it does bone me.
Reporting for duty.
And threat over. Back in control.
To Northrend!
Awkward. Something to help me off the top, please. And doesn't quite cut it.
Don't mess with Tusk. Done.
Yes, we take his guy out here, right? Don't want another Argent Protector. Something equally stupid.
Ready for this? For the wild.
We need whelps. I need one of my 2 Swampoos is what I actually need.
Reporting for duty.
Rocketeer's pretty cool as well. I guess that works for this turn, right?
For the wild.
Don't blink. Not on my watch.
Yep. Turns out if you get multiple Argent Protectors, they're pretty good.
For the wild.
My guys are bigger. Any more Argent Protectors coming out over there?
Behold the might of Stormwind.
No, more small guys. Oh, and there's the Swampoos. We were wondering where that had got to. You got a consecration? Of course you have a consecration. I mean, why would it be anything else? Let me guess, you got another bubble, right? Yet another bubble for your guy. Oh, okay, apparently not. That is fine. That is acceptable with me. We silence it? There's no point. I mean, this guy's 6'6" normally, isn't he? So we just run that in, don't we?
I am the blade of the gods.
For the wild.
And there's no point holding on to an ooze, because if he makes a weapon, he just wins. He just, you know, he just attacks me and kills me, and that's that. So it's definitely better just playing an ooze there.
For duty.
Not so impressive from him this turn.
They all bend to my command.
So I did that this turn because at least if he draws a true silver, I'm still in the game.
Reporting for duty.
I am not a morning person.
Ooh, lucky! And is what we wanted to see.
Anudena Thalore.
For the wild.
Go.
The victory.
Yay! So even his top-decked consecration wasn't quite enough. And we got our 5 wins. He's probably feeling like he maybe did something wrong there. But yeah, it's my favourite Paladin card, Argent, you know, Protector, and you just saw why there. It's just so devastating. Very tedious card to play against. See if we can get those 2 more wins.
Malfurion versus Throw.
For Doomhammer. I must protect the wild.
I'm going to keep the Yeti. Yeti's pretty cool. He's having the rinky-dink think. If he's he's there. We see some movement at the top now. There you go. He's kept one of his cards, but we've got a quite an aggressive start. So I guess we just go with it, right? Yeah, I'm kind of boned if he makes a weapon, but you know that's just how it is. If he makes a weapon, he makes a weapon. But yeah, it is particularly devastating. So we could go Knife Juggler, coin into Yeti. That would make it less devastating. You know, turn 2, turn 3. Or we can go this way of sort of Knife Juggler, Owl or Wolf. Now this is like particularly unimpressive. Now you can just make 2 3s or 3 3s, and I have to hero up to take them out, ruining my turn 3.
I wonder.
I think we just make a big game onto here. I mean, it's not that. It's only like Earth Elemental.
I've got the beast in my sights.
And I just have no other play. And he might be struggling as well. Oh, there we go. Yeah, oh, okay. Thought he might have something good, he didn't. Yeah, he's just got a hand of fire elementals, hasn't he? Just waiting to get to 6 mana just to chain them one after the next. Or not, as he gets yet more overload.
Where shall I strike?
I was tempted to charge in for 5 there, but again, I just think that 2 extra toughness is too good to pass up. Now we're just in the big guy fight. I'm pretty certain he's just got big guys, probably 2 fire elementals, given he hasn't done anything up to this point. I mean, he could just have a hand of removal, could lift like 3 hexes or something like that.
Shall not fall.
Not a whole lot of point.
All the while.
I considered taking it out, but I figured if he's got a fire elemental, he's just going to attack and ping it for 3 anyway. And I want to save my silence for something better.
For the Lich King!
Pretty certain I just silence the...
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
You win.
Can't actually count. Can't count to 6. He's like, ah. Yeah, that was the concede shame. Like when you make a mistake and you just go, I just concede out of shame for what I've just done. But to be fair, I was hitting him for like 11. And, yeah. Pretty certain he doesn't come back from that, but he probably had an answer in his hand. He probably thought, oh, I'll do this fire elemental, and then, oh, suddenly didn't. First time we've seen Abusive Sergeant. Tempted to keep the Yeti as well, like turn 1 play here, Abusive Sergeant, turn 2, coin into Yeti, turn 3.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
And if he just makes a 1-1, I'd bash it with my guy, right?
Put the chapel on your head.
So by not taking out his 1-2, it means this guy stays alive.
For the crusade!
Yay! You actually shot one of them, I'm so happy. I am fine taking 6 off this ghoul for a turn.
Just me and Mr. Fight.
And then it's like, and then just, it's fine. Absolutely fine. And then just killing it. Coining into a Fen Creeper seems pretty cool as well.
Join or die.
Yeah, just godlike. That was ridiculously good chunk of luck there from me shooting what I wanted to shoot. Consecration. True Silver Champion or die. Nice. Got my protection now. Feel a lot happier. Having picked up that guy. I guess we see what we get lucky with right here. I mean, if we shoot that, that changes a bit. Yeah, I think we run guys in first. Maybe? Run guys in. I mean, could make an ooze, try and get lucky with the shot, but...
Time waits for no one.
Or die.
Take a ooze and hero ability and hope to take it out. Gee, I guess you're getting oozed, alright?
Follow the rules.
Why am I not surprised? This is still fine. Still plenty going on for us here. I guess we take out the 3-3, right? Or we just make a 4-7, I guess. Seems fine. Well, he's still only getting one hit in, so it best be a good one, right? I'm obviously taking it out with the Rocketeer. Oh yeah, pretty even game at the moment, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure he's got plenty of ridiculous cards in his deck, given he's, you know, between sort of 5-7 wins, something like that.
Reporting for duty. Where shall I strike? For the wild.
Hey, he has a Leroy. I could have had a Leroy, but of course he gets the Leroy Consecration. Okay. Oh, and of course a bubble as well. Yeah, why not? I mean, you've just got everything else, right? Why not? Why not make it even more ridiculous? But nice Wrath off the top there. Needed that to give ourselves the slightest of slightest chances. That seems really bad. You got an Avenging Wrath?
Reporting for duty.
Okay, I'll let him off. He did have the silence as well, so he just had like the absolute nuts so far as goods were concerned.
Well played.
And he's got yet another buff spell. I'm not sure I've seen a bad card in his entire deck. Yeah, let's have another Consecration to go with the true silver champions, like multiples of everything. Oh, and yet another Hammer of Wrath. Yeah, it's like if he doesn't get to 12 wins, I have honestly no idea. I didn't see a single bad card in there. And that's why Pally is just so good in Arena, because you just can't beat hands like that. Like, it doesn't matter. You just nuts from start to finish. And, well, it was certainly against a guy with no swipes and one Druid of the Claw. Yeah, Mr. Followed the Rules was in there as well, and the True Silvers, multiple consecrations, multiple Argent Protectors, Leroy. Yeah.
Protect the wild.
It was just nuts from start to finish, that. And I had my Direwolf Alpha. There's things coming back to haunt me.
Let me think.
Are we done? You gonna do something? There we go. All I can do is make the crap card. I certainly can't play a Swampoos.
Let me think.
Turn 2's a real toughie, huh? Feel like doing something with your 2 mana? Are you just gonna sit here, you know? Apparently we're just gonna sit here. I mean, this is, again, just another weak hand, and it doesn't help coming up against Pallies when you're on this number of wins, because they just have ridiculous cards, generally, from start to finish. Okay, I guess you're not going to do anything, it's my go. Apparently there is things. There's things he can do.
For the crusade!
He's going to make a Weblord. Gee, shall I use my Swampoos?
Put this apple on your head.
Consecration or you've lost. It really is that simple. If you have a consecration and you're not playing it, I'm going to be very angry with you.
Where shall I strike?
That's all I can do, is just pray you don't have that consecration. Wow, really? The card you've just drawn? No.
Tazdingo! Yes!
You just dead here? Hero up. Beat 4, 8, 10. Put you to 1. You gonna do it any other way? Yeah. Putting you to 1 is fine. Oh, no, you are dead, yeah. Like, oh yeah. Yeah, you get the buff once you die. I'm very grateful he didn't have a consecration. That's all I'm going to say about that one, or else he would have wiped the floor with me completely. But that was pretty much my only way of winning there. You know, he risked playing his weapon out just to sort of set up several devastating turns after that, but, you know, it works the other way if the weapon isn't there anymore.
I must protect the wild.
Then he just gets overrun.
The light protects me.
For the wild.
Pretty certain he's just turning on his weapon here. Which is going to make him sad when he turns into a 2-2 next turn.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Kind of screws over his tempo a bit.
Pass me that arc-light spanner.
Push forward.
I fight.
So yeah, I'm not going to take out his 3-2 there, because he gets the 2-1 instantly afterwards, which gets to kill my 2-2. But we certainly can do that this turn, I guess.
I've got a huge gun.
Push forward.
Again, there's no point killing the 2-1 because he replaces it with the 2-1, so just going to hit him for 2 more points. Combo time! Okay, some walker. Not a combo.
For the crusade!
For the wild.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Hey, give me a minute.
The Earth Mother needs
Pretty cool.
for the wild.
Bend! Join or die.
But we're just going to carry on trying to beat him up here. Pretty certain that's the only way into this game. Yep, and that sap's probably game, to be honest. Especially if he's got a second one. Yeah, such a devastating card. Do I wish to be a child, is the question.
What to do?
The answer is, I don't really have an alternative, so...
The Earth Mother 0 points.
For the Lich King!
Yep. This is pretty much where it ends. Although that's like the tiniest of tiny helps, right? I'm on 3. And he has 4 cards in his hand. Several of which buff his
You like my
guys.
invention?
Well, I'm on 2, because he's got a weapon as well. We'll give him this one.
I can see.
I have no taunts, no nothing. And this video's gone on long enough already. So, 7 wins. Good result with this deck, to be honest. I said anything over 6 with a bonus, and it was absolutely right. You can just see what happens when you don't get any swipes. You know, your opponent does tricky stuff, and you go, oh, I can't do tricky stuff. Wow, bare minimum, 150 gold. And 20 dust because apparently I need more dust. Just a rare. But it's a golden void terror, and apparently some people are playing this now in a warlock deck. But yeah, rest of it's nothing really to write home about. Anyway, so next video is gonna have the 4th wing in. So I might be playing some priest, because that, you know, I really like that dark cultist. 3/4 for 3 mana, so he's got a fat ass, and priests are good at healing stuff, and great ability on it as well. Yeah, I think we'll see a few more people playing priest now in arena. It's not like one of the most popular ones right now. Anyway, guys, remember to click the like and, you know, follow us on Facebook and all that jazz. You know, we really appreciate it. It helps us do our little bit of growing the channels, and sort of leave your comments with if you'd have done anything particularly different yourself. But yeah, I think we can all agree that as soon as we started to get to sort of 5 wins onwards, and you started to come up against the good decks, it was a lot of hard work getting those last couple of wins in. Anyway, until next time, ta-da.